my channel. My name is Tyra Powell. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. Today I'm doing a tutorial on this look right here, which actually came out way better than I envisioned it. Before we jump into the video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow me on all my social media, and let's get started. As you guys can already see, I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera just because I am trying to grow my eyebrows out so I can give you guys an in-depth brow tutorial on how I clean them up and shape them, but also then how I like fill them in and do them. So just bear with me on that. It should be up in like the next couple weeks. Okay, so for today's look, I know that I want it to be like reddish, orange, deep, like a burgundy, deep red toned. So I'm first going to start out in this palette right here. This is the Morphe James Charles palette. And I'm going to start with a combination of this like light reddish orange shade and then this light orange shade. And I'm going to go ahead and sweep that through my crease to start. So again, I'm taking that color right above my crease. If you don't have hooded eyelids like I do, then you are fine to go into your natural crease. I'm only going right above it because, as you guys know, I have very hooded eyelids. You can go ahead and drag it out a little bit because I am going to want this to come to a point at the end, but it is going to be like a halo eye kind of look, so you don't have to go too far out, but just a little bit. And you also could come down a little bit on the lid, just not too far because we are going to be putting other colors there. Okay, I'm going to quickly get the other eye caught up. I put on that color with a fluffy Sonia Kashuk blending brush. So I'm now going to take a more dense eyeshadow brush and use that to pack on this red shade right here. And I'm going to be packing that right on the lid. I'm going to meet it with the colors that we just put in our crease, but mostly it's going to be on the lid. And since we're doing that halo eye effect, just make sure that you're not going in the middle of your eye. Leave that space open for concealer, and then either, I don't know if I'm gonna do sparkle or if I'm just gonna keep it plain. We'll see. The inner corner on a halo eye is honestly always like the most challenging for me, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I have a very small inner corner because it's exactly where like the hooded part of my eye meets my lid, or maybe it's just that my brushes are too big. I don't know, but it's so hard for me to like pack color into this place. And you really don't have to do too much blending yet because we're not there yet. So once you have a rough map out of how you want the halo eye to go, you can then start to blend it up into where your crease colors just were. Just make sure that you are not really touching this space that we've left open for concealer. And you can also then go ahead and round out right above it just to make everything seamless. I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Calabasas. It's just like a deeper red shade, and this is in the Jeffree Star Morphe palette. My goal with this color is to just place it on the outermost edges just to add some oomph and definition into the red shades that we just put on. In trying to fix the shape of this, it did get a little wonky out here, but trust me, I'm gonna clean it up in the end. I'm gonna go ahead and get this eye caught up because look how far behind it is. And I will be right back. On this smaller smudger brush, I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this black from the palette just to darken up the outer edges a little bit. It's just looking a little too bright for me, and I just want to make it a little bit more vampy, more fall, more just dark. As I say every single time I use black on my channel, please do not use that much. Use a small amount. Black gets very crazy really quickly, so just be careful. But you're gonna wanna just go ahead and blend that color in. And because in the halo eye, what you do to one side, you must do to the other. So in that inner corner, I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't know if I've ever put black in my inner corner before, but like, I'm really not mad at it right now. This actually looks really good. And just to make sure everything's blended seamlessly, I'm just gonna go back in with that large eyeshadow brush from before, back into the red, and just blend out. All right, y'all, it's time for concealer. So going back into the Artistry palette, I'm taking this shade right here called Calabasas on the same large dome brush from before, and just gonna start to buff that into the cut crease. I would say one of the biggest tips that I've learned throughout like my makeup journey, and for as long as I've been kind of like doing this for the past 4 years, that I've really started to take it seriously. Layering your makeup is what creating a look is, and not just having like, even if you're going for like a matte pink eye look, start out with a orange in your crease, then you know, like build up shadows, stack on top of each other, because that is really what makes a look good, if that makes sense. All right, so I like where the eyes are at so far. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my face to start cleaning this look up. So today I'm starting out with a new product that I haven't used before. This is the e.l.f. Face Poreless Primer, or Poreless Face Primer. And I've seen it forever. I've just never used it before, so I'm actually really excited. So it comes with this little pump on top. It's pink. She's cute. Let's just go on it. Okay, so it's actually not pink, it's just white. It feels very smooth in my hand, almost like a cloud. Like, that's how I feel like. Oh, it smells like a facial like cleanser or something like that. Oh my God, guys, this is so soft. Okay, A+ so far on how it feels. Very smooth and just really soft. That's like all I have. It's so soft. but it feels like the right consistency for pore filling. So I'm liking that. All right. That feels quite luxurious, I'm not even gonna lie. All right, y'all, so next I'm taking a combination of two different concealers. This one is my face shade. It is my tried and true, the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and this one is in Deep Cinnamon. And then this one is a new one. This is the Covergirl True Blend. Oh my God, this is the Covergirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, and I am in the shade T700 Caramel. I've never actually used this before, so let's give this a try as my highlight shade, and then this is my face. The one thing I'll say about the Covergirl concealer, and I don't know, it may just be that I don't have my right shade, but it's very gray. It's not brightening, it's very gray toned, and that's not the best. As far as that primer goes, y'all, I actually think it really did work, because usually I'm very porous in this area right here, and I don't see many pores. I mean, I do see a couple, but I have seen way worse, trust me. I think the way that those two concealers blended together actually ended up working. I don't really know if I would say that that's my highlight shade though, because it is very gray toned. But I like the Covergirl concealer. I'd be willing to try it like in my face shade, and maybe also trying to find it in like a lighter shade. But yeah, so far I like it. I'm quickly gonna set my under eye with the Airspun translucent powder, and then I had a new like my shade translucent powder to show you guys. L'Oreal recently came out with their own line of translucent powders, and I don't know if they had them before, but this is definitely new to me. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Loose Setting Powder, and this one is in medium deep. This is the darkest shade they had, though it looks like it should be around my shade. And this was $13.99, by the way, which I feel like is pretty expensive for a powder. I would love, while I try to get this open, I would love if Airspun could come out with like a dark shade. Like all they go up to, I think, is like honey or something like that, and it is barely darker than their regular one. Like at this point, I just get their regular one because there's just no point in me trying to like look for honey when honey doesn't do anything. It did come with like a little stopper to stop the powder from coming through. This is what it looks like on the inside. The holes seem weird to me, like they don't have any rhyme or reason. I'm just gonna take it on my Real Technique sponge, and let's see the tea. Right off the bat, it's looking a little bit, oh God. It's just a little bit darker than my actual skin tone. Guys, I don't think I like this powder. You see the way it just bunched on my forehead? Like, I can't like move it. It's not movable now. Like I feel like now that it's like laid down there, like that's where it's gonna stay. Hopefully some of my setting spray will be able to like dissolve it. This is also a technique I do when I have a powder that I feel like is too dark for me. Instead of taking it on my Real Technique sponge, I usually will just take it on a big powder brush. That way I can disperse it how I want it to be dispersed and not push it into my skin when it's not the right shade. Taking this NYX Black Kohl liner, I'm just gonna go ahead and tightline my waterline. I'm gonna take this Sonia Kashuk smudger brush and go ahead back into Calabasas and then just buff that into my waterline. My goal is to really just try to keep this as tight on my waterline as I can. I don't know if I should put in glitter on my lid, like in this space. I don't know if I should put in glitter or not, because I kind of like it matte. It looks cute. Like it just looks like it's so three-dimensional because there's so many colors going on that I feel like it looks pretty, but like, I think what I'm going to do is take this shimmery pink, it's like a light champagne-ish shade. It's called 2, and because this whole top row is called like Welcome Back to My Channel, wand noise. So this one is 2. And I think I'm just gonna lightly put that on the like cut crease portions, and then I'm also gonna put it a little bit in my inner corner. Okay, that's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. Okay. All right. Oh, guys, I'm actually kind of living. I think I'm living for this so much. For lashes today, I'm going to be taking these huge, they're the Kiss lashes, I think triple XL push-up lashes. I don't know. I kind of threw the box away like I always do. I just keep them in these little containers that they come in. But these are in plunge. I will link it down below, just like everything else. I'm quickly gonna go put some glue on these and I will come back and make it ready for bronzer. Guys, I've changed my mind. I'm actually gonna go in with the, these are the Salon Perfect Extension Seeker lashes, and this one is in D curl. I'm gonna go in with these instead because I want the eye to be the main focus of today, not the lash, and those have the tendency to overpower any look. So we're gonna go ahead with these. I'll be right back when I do bronzer. For bronzer today, I'm using my tried and true holy grail, the Cream Shop PCH bronzers, and my shade is California Dreamin'. Honestly, shout out to that e.l.f. primer because all my makeup is sitting very nicely on top of it. I must say, I am noticing that like my makeup looks very pretty today. Like my base face makeup looks very pretty, and I want to say that it has something to do with that product because seriously, like, obviously I have good face days, but this one seems extra good today. Moving swiftly onto blush, I'm gonna go in with my tried and true Morphe 8W palette. And I'm gonna take just this orange shade right here and put that right on my cheeks. I just felt like I put that on a little strong, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buff that out a little bit. For highlight, I'm taking a combination of these two middle shades right here. Quickly gonna go put on lashes, and then when I come back we will do lips and the look will be done. For lips today, I'm gonna start with the NYX Slide On Glide On lip liner, and this one is an Urban Cafe, and I'm gonna go ahead and outline my lips. And on the inside, I'm trying that Revlon lip color, and this one is in I Explore. I tried this the other day. I wasn't a huge fan of it, so I'm gonna try it on with a different lip liner and see how I feel. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little update on this because the last time I used it, I was like, I hate it. The last time you guys saw me use it, I said I hated it, and then I went and tried it on the same day without any lip liner on, and I was like, oh, it's actually a pretty color. And now with this lip liner, I love it. So I really like these. These are really good. It does feel watery, but then when it dries down, it feels thick. So I don't really know what the tea is on that, but it's not a bad thing at all. I had no idea where this was going when I first started it, but I really love the way it came out. Please let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel, and be sure to follow me on all my social medias, like this video, give it a little comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, beauties.